If you lot have been seeing my TikToks, you know that I've been making some TikToks and posting on my Instagram. Obviously, you guys already know. You've probably seen the photo shoot video I made, the packing order. Someone seen the video and actually ordered from the video that they seen. So now I was like, okay, I got an order from a video. That's crazy. So I need to keep going. But in today's video, I'm gonna set up the camera. I'm gonna explain to you guys about the photo shoot, what you need, and just in general how to do it, where to do it, the kind of lighting, and all the basic stuff that you need to know for your clothing brand if you want to take photo shoots at home. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what I be doing when I'm home, and obviously anyone can do it. Damn, the lighting is so bad. But yeah, that's not a problem. Let me just set the camera up now, and let me speak to you, like, you know what I'm saying, so you guys can have a better understanding. And let me not just sit here and waffle to you guys all the time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me do that now, and then I'll get back to you now. Alright, let's get into this video. Listen, so today I'm gonna explain to you guys about how to take photo shoots, you know what I'm saying, what you need, pretty much about lighting, and just everything that you need to know about taking pictures in general, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get into this video. Alright, cool. So the first thing you need to know, yeah, if you're someone who wants to take pictures for your clothing brand, whether it be at home, whether it be outside, whether it be on the street, flip, it could even be in a swimming pool. I don't care where you want to take your pictures. One thing you need to know is you need to have good lighting. If you don't have good lighting, boy, it's going to be a problem. Now, when I was doing my TikToks, or when I was doing my Instagram videos, you guys didn't see any sort of ring light. I used to use the ring lights before. But what I came to understand is when you're using a ring light, you have to constantly keep adjusting how the video looks when you're editing it, or you have to keep adjusting it on your camera if you're using one, and I'm gonna get into that in a bit as well. So it just felt like I had to keep readjusting things on settings, and it wouldn't look as smooth as it is on camera. And before you even think about not using a ring light or any sort of lighting kit, you have to make sure you have a very, very bright environment. Your environment has to be bright. You need to have good lighting, like good white lights around you. Make sure there's no shadows. Make sure you don't have them yellow dim lights. If you guys don't have any of these issues, I promise you, you will be fine. You don't have to worry. But yeah, obviously have good lighting. If you have bad lighting, then yes, you can use a ring light. But if you have natural lighting mixed with lighting like this, trust me, there is absolutely no need to have a ring light whatsoever. Now that's number one. Number two, people usually say they can't take photo shoots because they don't have a professional camera. Look, you don't need to have a professional camera to be good at taking pictures. All you need is a good phone and you're patterned, like you're literally good. Good phone, good lighting. If you know how to edit, even better, because you can edit it on any kind of online software, or you can edit it on your phone even, if you know how to do that. But literally, you don't need a big fancy camera. I had someone text me on Instagram what camera I was using, and I told them I'm using a Canon EOS M50. That is for me, I feel like it's a good camera. I wouldn't say it's high end, like the ones that you use for like filming, like cinema movies or any of that. No, it's just a normal camera, but it's definitely way, way above a phone in every aspect. Recording and taking pictures, it is definitely above there. So if you have the bread to get a camera, I would say go for something similar to this, or you can get the same one, but obviously do your research at hand first before you actually buy one, because there are a lot of different options out there and a lot better options than the one I'm using now. The Canon EOS M50 is a good camera in terms of people who have been recording for a while. Let's say you had a lower end camera like a Canon G7X Mark II, and let's say you decide to upgrade. People usually go from that to the Canon EOS M50, like the one I'm using now. And for the people that don't know, when I used to do YouTube back in the days, I used to use the Canon G7X Mark II. It was more smaller, more compact kind of camera. The screen flips up. You didn't really have much control over the camera, like you couldn't really zoom in and out manually. It was more holding a button and it was so slow. Some of the settings, you couldn't really do much on the settings, but obviously I have upgraded to this Canon right now, so you have a lot more options. You can change the actual lens, you can control the lens manually, not automatically, because obviously manually is always going to be better. You can change the shutter speed and all those things. Obviously, for people who know about cameras, you know what shutter speed is. But yes, if you are trying to get serious and you do have the money to actually start looking for like cameras to buy, then I'll highly suggest you go for this one. If you have more money to spend and you feel like, yeah, it's gonna work out for you, then go for a high-end camera, because obviously the better the camera, the better the quality, yeah? So that's what I say for the camera, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry too much about that. You can still use your phone. If you have a good quality phone, iPhone 12, 13, just going up, you should be fine. The quality shouldn't be too bad. Just do the settings you need to do, and then you're good to go. So that's number 2. Now, number 3, I would say, if you're taking pictures for your clothing brand, have a very good, like, if you're gonna put it on the floor like the way I do it, make sure the floor is clean, make sure the floor is neat, and also, when you're taking a picture, make sure the floor isn't too arty, if that makes sense. Like, go, like, you can, I don't know, people take in a house, cool, but I feel like your floor should be minimalistic. And what I mean is, it should just be one color. There shouldn't be like different color tiles and, you know, broken tiles. You know how people like to design their homes, they like to do art styles. Don't do it on that. Unless it's unique and it kind of matches the aesthetic of the clothing itself, then I would suggest not taking that picture. Or if it's color matching, then maybe it's acceptable. But in general, like, you guys can see, I can show you guys the floor here. It's literally just gray. And I feel like that's good, because obviously when you're taking a video or you're taking a picture on the floor, it's just one color and your brand just stands out because there's no other colors behind it. So definitely look for a floor that's clean, that's tidy, and it's just one single color. So any picture you take will always look good and your product will stand out when you're taking that picture. Now, number 4, I think it's gonna be the last one I'm gonna say for all the people that are trying to get into the whole taking the photos for the clothing brand. Please, 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 and I'm gonna say this again in the future maybe, please, when you're taking your pictures, try and be different. Don't just lay it out and then just take the picture. No, don't just do that. Don't just be so simple. No, you gotta be different, bro. Don't just do that. Like, be different. You know what I'm saying? You need to change the way the hoodie looks, like how I did in my other video. If it's an oversized hoodie, there is a way you can do it. Just a few adjustments, I'm telling you, the few adjustments will make such a big change to the picture itself when you get it. It's gonna look so much better. If you have flares, you know, kind of mush up a little bit. If you have a big oversized hoodie, kind of make it sit like this, with the arms like this, maybe even tuck them in a bit. There's ways to do it. You can go on TikTok and go on Instagram. There's a lot of ways for you to actually change the way it looks so it doesn't look just boring and plain on the ground, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's gonna wrap it for this video. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.